tortoise in the game, ready to ignite. Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright. Caffeine rush, fueling his creativity inside. Got a YouTube channel where he's shining so bright. MTG, the show that takes flight. He's a lyrical beast, spitting fire with every bite. Rap metal flow, pounding beats to insight. No one can stop him, he's on a meteoric height. Super fast tortoise, the champion of the fight.
Good morning, hope you're up. Enjoy that coffee in your cup. Good morning from the shelf. Super fast tortoise does so well. Sit back, relax, time to chillax. Face the facts, morning coffee show intact. Let's enjoy the show, let's enjoy the flow. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Including new coffee for every dude. Have fun, enjoy the show. Let this channel grow. Let's enjoy the show. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Including new coffee for every dude.
Hello, everybody. I'd like to start with a moment of silence. I just farted.
For it to that fart.
I knew I smelled something in the air.
No.
No,
Come on. I thought Jesse was playing TCG game emulator again. that green smoke was you? Oh.
I'm kidding. I'm having fun. What up? How's it going today? Good morning, everybody. Hope you got your coffee or libation of choice.
Yeah, man.
You know, KJ was in the background talking about how he's going to get superpowers, right? He's going to become a superhero. And he's going to have like the powers of Superman, and he's going to fly around the earth and turn it backwards to turn back time.
Well, we were talking about that, and I got fitted for my cape. And apparently there's a problem. You can't just buy superpowers. I don't believe this. This has got to be like fake news or something. You can't buy superpowers.
Yeah, can't buy superpowers. Well, look at Captain America. They made a product they could sell.
Well,
Fair enough.
why will KJ do that when we have time capsule that can do it? It's in chat right now.
That's right, time capsule. All right, hold on. Let me check something.
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna do a spoiler video probably right after this stream here today.
Probably there's not a lot of spoilers. Nothing we haven't seen yet.
Yep.
I just went to the spoiler website to check up the spoilers because Dawson's the spoilers. There's a lot of basic lands coming out. Yeah.
I didn't see nothing but like 4 cards so far.
Backwoods collector. He's here planting trees so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Right.
But we should. The spoilers do start today, and they'll probably after they do a little announcement on their YouTube channel and Twitch channel, whatever it is. It's on both. They'll start throwing out those spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yep.
You know,
Spoiler season again.
We're going into a racing set. We're going to see spoilers. Well, I better see some spoilers on cars.
Yeah, I done seen a combo.
He's done seeing
Already
it.
called up. Yep, I done seen a combo already. You mind?
But I said we should see spoilers on cars.
Yeah.
You know, because spoilers go on cars.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially race
Whoosh.
cars.
Very true.
Over your head. Over your head. Gee.
No, not over my head. I know where he's going.
Time capsule. Woo woo.
You just got
Member
membership
for 5
again.
months. Thank you.
Nice.
I appreciate it.
Have you ever figured out how to gift those free subs?
Nope.
I could show you, but you have to be on OBS.
It's so weird you have to be on OBS. You should be able to do it from YouTube itself.
Well, you should be able to, but I do it from OBS.
Interesting. Oh, interesting. So, thinking of good stuff. Spoilers on cars, by the way. That was a really well rehearsed joke. Like I planned that in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That was a lot of time for my brain.
Yeah.
A lot of brain power.
That's right.
You sure you didn't hurt yourself when you thought of that?
Well, Hellwheeler like hit her face. She must have been embarrassed by the joke. You're muted.
Really annoying at times having these things on your numbers. Like, you want to type something out and remind yourself, you're like, oh yeah, you forget that you've just hit a number. And my kitties have run away and they stole my face with it.
So, how you guys doing this morning? How are you doing this morning overall? Hey, Billy, what's up? How's it going? How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. Did the morning stream as usual, and it went by pretty good. And other than that, I'm just trying to stay warm because the wind chill outside is down in the single digits.
Yeah. Yeah, it's single digits. Like there's been a couple times I had to go out to the car to start it and let it run for a bit so the engine didn't get too cold. Ooh. KJ, my man, what's up? How's it going?
It's going. Did my therapy session yesterday. I missed out with you guys' show, so found out some information that I've notified my friends about in private regarding situations, and looking at the possibility of where things are going in the future, especially with the whole TikTok situation. I decided to do the last couple of days where I've been streaming my gameplay onto YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch instead of just Twitch.
Oh, wow.
Just so that way I could get out there and say, hey, you know, we all in the past, especially right now, have put our eggs into one basket. And I had said yesterday, a lot of people on TikTok who are streaming strictly on TikTok are going to be hurt. And I am making sure that I'm going to stream in multiple sources.
Backwoods Collector says, negative 26 degrees, real temp this morning. That's not wind chill. Ooh.
Dang, what state are you in, Backwoods? Don't mind me asking.
State of confusion.
So tell me, KJ, did you eat the meat?
Well, I did, and I was able to have my dessert as well.
Good, because I was about to say, how can you eat your meat if you don't eat your? Can you eat pudding if you don't eat your meat?
You messed that up.
That's fine. It's fine. But KJ got onto the joke really quick. Now, Willer.
You.
How's it going? How's your morning?
Not too bad. I unfortunately left my bed a bit too early this morning.
No.
But I was compensated for leaving the bed with a lovely pot of tea and some toasted tea cakes with butter, and they were absolutely gorgeous.
Sounds like you were spoiled.
Yes, we had to go meet up with some family.
Oh, nice.
It's always nice when family spoils you.
That's right. That's right.
She keeps on talking about tea on a coffee show.
Well,
Yes.
I did contemplate a coffee, but it depends on the place as to what the coffee's like. And it was a little too early in the morning. I just wanted to go back to bed afterwards, so I didn't want to wake myself up too much.
Right.
I mean, I completely ruined the plan of going back to bed anyway, but it was a lovely pot of tea.
That's good. That's good. You need the tea.
Too small a mug.
Damn.
I need a quarter-size mug.
You need a 64-ounce mug of tea.
Exactly.
Make up for your 16-ounce cup of coffee that you're lacking.
There's only one type of tea, and that's called Southern Sweet.
Ooh. Well, I was going to do some pictures of the day today, but I found this one that Hellwheeler just reminded me of. That's right.
See, that's kind of like my brain though. Like some
Right.
days you'll drink coffee and you know it will wake you up,
Mm.
and then other days it's just like, ha ha ha, you underestimate my power. You will nap.
That's right. Naps are awesome. Naps are awesome. So, how you doing over there, Mugenfool?
Doing good. I've just been busy
How dare you be busy?
with life. You know how that gets.
Yes, I thought the show was your life. I thought you were dedicated to the show.
That's what I thought too.
I try to be, but you know, sometimes life happens. Life
Yeah,
finds a way, as Jurassic Park would say.
Life finds a way. That's right. Life gets in the way. Well, here's another picture I found today.
Oh, that's definitely me before coffee. Or soda, to be fair.
Hmm?
Take a look
Oh,
in
yeah.
here. This is what you look like in the morning.
That's right.
Before coffee and order 66.
That's right. Now, how I felt this morning was this. Mhm.
I need or kill you, I will.
That's right. That was how I felt this morning. Last night was rough for me. So when I woke up, this is how I felt. Like I need my coffee or someone's going to die. You know, one of those mornings, that's how you feel. Not saying that's what you're going to do. That's how you feel.
Yeah. It's all about the mood you have when you get up out of that bed. You know, there is something to be said about waking up on the right side of the bed
Right? And when you get
or
off
the left.
That's right. Well, we actually took out the left side of our bed, so we're all right now. But here, you got coffee now, conquer the universe later. That's kind of the vibe of the show today, right there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's actually kind of the teacup I had this morning. Unfortunately, I'm not very good with those sort of cups because you know, dexterity and things in my hands. So I'm sort of this ornate sort of teacup that you're meant to be delicately picking up, and there's me just sort of trying to engulf it with my hands and precariously lift it to my mouth.
Precariously.
Like, the tea gets in your mouth somehow. That's it. That's a win. If it dribbles a little bit, well.
You sound confused at how you drunk the tea, but it just happened.
Yeah.
Crossing got approved.
Crossing guard approved.
Is that on like a hotkey now? Whenever it's needed, just so we know.
Yeah, that's the best way to have it.
You know, I'm planning to do a morning coffee meme tier list of all the memes that we've made. And I've been compiling them. I'm waiting to get enough to do a proper tier list, but that's definitely the winner of the tier list. Probably the winner.
I was gonna say, I hope me being gone during the shout out or chill section would be pretty high up there.
Mm-hmm. It's up there. It's up
Yep.
there. Oh man. So today is just a chat and chill day. And if you have questions in chat, we'll answer your questions. We'll answer all your questions possible, right?
Yep.
If possible. So if you have questions, ask us those questions. We'll ask a question in reason. You know, if you ask certain questions that can't be answered, well, you might get blocked depending on the question.
Oh, I got a question. How much would a woodchuck chuck for woodchuck good chuck wood?
3 ounces.
I believe that's accurate.
Very definite answers. You know that you're saying them with conviction. I believe you.
I mean, woodchucks aren't that big, so I mean, the ability to pick up a brick of wood or a log of wood, yeah, a log of wood, would be to it'd have to be very small for a woodchuck to be able to lift it.
Right. But plenty of woodchucks out there. It takes a team of woodchucks to take down a tree. So,
but it only takes one woodchuck to hit this button right here.
Ooh, this one button. Where's the woodchuck? You mean this woodchuck?
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. So many creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright.
That's a turtle.
That's a turtle. Anyway.
Oh my goodness, somebody let him know. I thought he was having an issue, not realizing. And
Right.
I didn't want to break his heart that
I
was
thought he did some kind of genetic experience, genetic science to fuse a woodchuck and a tortoise together.
That was a shapeshifter.
Ah, fair enough.
Fair enough. So, in light of recent history, we got a new president. We had TikTok drop. There's probably a new Star Wars film coming out. What else can go wrong?
What else can go wrong? I don't know, but I woke up this morning.
Right. That's good.
Does that mean like something going wrong, or
Oh, for me, it's going right.
Wrong. So.
For you guys, I don't know, but for me, I'm about to destroy the world.
Take over the world.
Somebody pick the jar up. Just go put him in the cupboard.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're all set.
I thought about we just give him a swirl, and then we'll be safe.
That'd make more sense, KJ, if you were our brain in a jar and you had an assistant named Pinky.
Ooh.
Pinky in the brain.
Pinky in the brain.
Brain.
Good cartoon.
Uh-huh. Good old classic cartoon. But, the reality is you're a head in jar with an imaginary assistant named Becky.
Don't tell her she's imaginary. She won't, she's already got problems as is.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of that Fallout DLC for New Vegas with the floating heads. I think they're so superior because they're super smart people back in their time.
I'm going to do Kevin G. I'm doing a spoiler stream right after this stream is over.
Yeah. You notice I had a show and talk about that. I haven't even watched it yet. I had a rough night and stuff, and I ignored all my notifications last night because I was having a rough night last night. I had a stomach bug and everything. The house was cracking, sleep was rough. So I'm doing as best as I can in a situation I have.
Yeah.
And I'll watch the stream and stuff. So we can do a episode dedicated to it for sure.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna do the spoilers right after we get done streaming here. I'm gonna do 3 streams today. 3
streams.
Yep.
And Aether Drift honestly is a set that does not excite me. So this when I get to it, I will get to it. We'll talk about it. We'll go through spoilers. I plan on going through spoilers. Like I know there's a lot of stuff coming up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin G says a lot of channels are reacting to it live. It would increase viewership and see reactions. I've done that before with a previous thing and got copyright struck.
Yep.
That's why I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Four Keeps, what's up?
Zombie.
Kevin G does look horrible. Yeah. I did the live react a couple times, and they Wizards of the Coast started making their own music and stuff, and they started copyright striking, not claiming, striking, taking the video down.
Yeah.
Some people they keep up, some people they just take down. I don't know what their method is, but that happened to me once, so I just stopped doing it. So I'll watch a stream and get back to it, and be like, now I'm really excited for the Cartier block. The Dragons of Cartier block coming up, and Edge of Eternity, and Spider-Man. Yeah. And I'm thinking about stuff. I am prepared for this, right? Boom. See, the Drift is coming out very shortly. Then we got
Next
Tiger
month.
Dragonstorm. Yeah.
Then we got the one I'm looking for near my birthday. It's Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is probably gonna be the set of the year. Like, I'm not a big Final Fantasy fan, but even though I do like the franchise, but it's probably gonna be the best Final Fantasy set of the year. It's gonna be the best set of the year, probably. Like when it comes to things, because they're working really hard on this one.
According to, go ahead, KJ.
Go ahead.
According to what's his name? The one that works for Wizards, always talking.
Mark Rosewater.
Bathwater.
Yeah, him.
Bathwater.
According to him, he's been asked that question, and he said that the biggest set and the best set that they're going to have this year is going to be Final Fantasy.
Right.
He has confirmed that.
Well, it's such a big name franchise. I don't think they want to ruin that up, and it's a full block, so it's not like it's just a secret lair, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Plus, they got to fit 16 games into this set, and that's gonna be a pain. That's gonna be something else.
And probably not 16 games. Probably the best of collect.
Well, I mean, they're going to have the main hero and main villains in there, but other than that,
they're not. From what I understand, I've looked into this because I was kind of hoping that they'd touch into some of the side games as well. Because like Final Fantasy had, on top of the 16, 17 games, they also had the side games where there was a couple spin-off storylines like Icarus and a few others.
Right.
I wouldn't mind having some Type 0 characters in there.
Yeah. So I imagine that if it goes well and they decide to do it again, they will cover more of the Final Fantasy, because I think Final Fantasy has a big enough following where it is one of the prized sets for collectors who are into other IPs like Final Fantasy and whatnot. Now, of course, we know Spider-Man is going to be the bank maker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Out of these 6 sets right here, I know there's one we don't know what it is yet. But there's rumors that it's going to be Avatar, Last Airbender.
Ooh, that'd be an interesting one.
And that's just a rumor, though. We don't know for sure. Wizards has not announced it. It's just a rumor. It's been started. But out of these 6 sets, my favorite 3, just from the names.
They have worked with
probably between Final Fantasy, Age of Eternities, and Spider-Man. And I'm a little bit interested in Tuck here too.
Oh yeah. Hold on. The card was just spoiled as we were talking.
Wow. As far as Laser Drift, I'm not.
And it is exactly what I thought it was going to be.
For Aether Drift, I'm not too fond of it. Oh, the Aether Spark.
The Aether Spark. It's a 4-mana legendary artifact, planeswalker equipment. And you equip it to a creature, and the spark can't be attacked. It has, whenever equipped creature deals combat damage during your turn, put that many loyalty counters on Aether Spark. Now, attach the Aether Spark up to one creature you control. Put +1/+1 counter on that creature. -5, draw 2 cards. -10, add 10 mana of any color.
Wow.
Yeah.
It ain't no good.
It's decent.
It's all right.
It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. It turns a creature into a planeswalker. That's my thing about it. It was going to turn a creature into a planeswalker.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get 10 if you get 10 loyalty on it, then yeah, you could go off on that.
Now this card will be a serialized card in the set.
Yep.
Jeez.
Hold on.
I'm not too fond of this.
All right, let's see. Chat. All right, there's a lot of chat between Hellwheeler. Pause. Hey, what's up, Pause? What's up? And we got a Cane Shaker. I am still hoping for a great Marvel Superman set. If done well, I think it will be the set of the year. Hell yeah.
I agree. I agree with you, Kane Shaker. I'm looking forward to it also.
I'm looking forward to that one also, but I'm also looking forward to the other Marvel sets in the future, since they said they're making more than just one.
Mm-hmm. Cabby says, I was correct about that vehicle being a Death Shadow. Yeah. Yeah, see, the Aether Spark I knew because that idea has been floating around Magic the Gathering for over 10 years, so they finally just made one. But going back.
It's a Planeswalker, Paul.
Yes, it's not a commander pause, but it's just an artifact planeswalker. It is also a equipment.
All right, so we were talking about Final Fantasy. And how it's probably going to be the set of the year. Edge of Eternities promises the idea of Eldrazi. All right, so I'm excited about Edge of Eternities.
Oh, speaking of Eldrazi, I finally found out how to get the Black Lotus in my Forge game. Nice. I got beat Emrakul.
Nice.
Which sounds like a pain.
It sounds like it's going to be tough. Emrakul's a pretty tough. Big beast of a monster.
Yeah, that's why I say it's going to be a pain.
Then the one set I'm looking forward to the most out of the set for Versus Beyond is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm interested. I'm interested in 3 of them, but intrigued by not intrigued, I guess, but kind of wondering exactly what's going to be in it. That's stuck here, but I'm definitely interested in the others that I mentioned. Spider-Man, the other 3, Edge of Eternities, and the last one up there at the top.
Be right back.
But anyway, that's the 3 I'm interested in the most.
Right. I get you.
And that would be nice to make a Marvel cube.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, a cube, like a self-sustained draft set.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, I love the idea. Ooh. Now, all right. Drive safe, pause.
Be safe after our pause.
But then we got this UUB, which is the unannounced Universes Beyond set, which has been leaked as possibly being a Naruto set.
Naruto?
Yeah.
See, that's another rumor then, because some people were thinking it's going to be Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Or maybe that's what I meant, Avatar.
Well, either way, both properties are on Paramount's bill. So, and Paramount has done a collaboration with Magic the Gathering with the whole SpongeBob thing. So it's possible. It's plausible. Absolutely. If it came between The Last Airbender or Naruto, I'd rather see The Last Airbender join Magic the Gathering as an IP rather than Naruto.
Yeah. I think it's The Last Airbender. I was wrong. They both wear orange.
Yeah. But I know a bunch of Naruto heads. If that was the case, Naruto would be a pretty big one. But I believe they have their own TCG. So.
Right. Well, yeah, but they could have their Magic TCG, Naruto or Last Airbender.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like Marvel's been trying to make their way into the RPG circuit for decades. I mean, after all, the people at Wizards back in the day that doing under their D&D titles with the books, that SR or something. What was their books called? SR. Their publishing company that did the books. But anyhow, they were doing the books like the old Dungeons and Dragons books from Marvel characters. They had a Marvel superhero game back in the 70s and 80s.
Right.
And I remember getting some Xeroxes of those books and playing it when I was a kid.
So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to see what they come out with and what happens. I mean, that's a whole year's worth of sets coming out, minus the things coming out in between them all.
Right.
All will be standard playable that we're showing. Boop.
Yeah, these 6 sets is going to be standard.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, the to be announced one might not be a set. It might be a secret lair. I have no clue. I have no clue. Wizards and their secrets. Filthy hobbitses.
Yeah, they had to keep one secret from us.
Yeah. Yep. So drink some coffee. All right. But yeah, like Aether Drift doesn't spark a lot of joy in me when it comes to set. Maybe part of the downside of the feeling of it is I know this set's going to have less play boosters in a box now.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't want the Aether Drift for your machines and robots? Come on. It seems like the perfect set to add to a machines and robots deck.
I bet you there's only a few cards Taurus is interested in Aether Drift. The one for the dinosaurs and the robot turtle.
There might be board wipes.
You got to have your important things all set up right. Make sure there's a board wipe. Make sure there's something that Tortoise can easily win a game on turn 2.
Right.
Yeah. Did we get that salt mechanic worked out yet?
We need to bring it back so we can break it again. Holy shit,
you guys took advantage of that. I had to turn it off.
Holy shit!
We wouldn't do a thing like that.
Just like I blame you guys for the destruction of my Alexa devices.
Before Keep says, holy shit! I just looked up and seen we're going back to Tarkir. Pappy will be excited. I'm excited about Tarkir. Hell yeah!
I'm just interested in Tarkir because I've not been to Tarkir. I'm interested, but the other sets I'm just a big fan of.
Tarkir was one of the best draft formats, one of the best standard formats that we had in years when it came out. I mean, the set that the draftable playable set like that was comparable to it was the set Liliana's from the Val.
Innistrad.
We were looking at what?
Innistrad, ain't it?
Innistrad, yes. Innistrad was like comparable to playability. And look, you know what's in the card tier sets? Manifest cards.
Say what?
Manifest cards.
Is it what?
You had Morph and Manifest in you had manifesting cards. Not manifest cards, but like not cards with the mechanic manifest. But you had Morph and Mega Morph. Cards that let you play things. You know that little creature counter spell that you have in your deck? That's from Tarkir.
Interesting.
Like there's a card that lets you look down at face up cards, but it lets you play cards face down. You should check out the spoilers. Not the spoiler. Well, not spoilers anymore, but you should go to Mythic Spoiler Dragon and look up the Dragons of Tarkir set because there's Dragons of Tarkir, Fate Reforged, and something else. And there's morph cards throughout it for your deck.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Yeah. So we might be seeing a return of morph or something like that.
Yeah. I would like to see Annihilator come back.
I don't think they're going to bring back Annihilator in standard, but that would be sick.
Yeah,
I mean, they brought it back in Modern Horizons.
Yep. And
it was all they wanted to destroy everything.
Yep. I mean, it'd be nice if they could bring it back in that space set.
Right. Well, it'd be nice to see Eldrazi's in their real form, like what they consider the real form. Because, like, Eldrazi's on the plains is the equivalent of having your hand in the pond. Like you put your head, like the pond is a plane, and you put your head in the plane, and you can destroy things with your hand. That's the equivalent. They explained before.
Wow.
So it'd be interesting. Maybe they're like planet-sized creatures in the eternities.
Could be. But we'll just never know until time comes.
Mm-hmm.
But here we are talking about what's going to happen towards the end of the year, and so what's happening now.
Well, because like honestly, for us older players, the most exciting things in this lineup is Tarkir and Edge of Eternities. Aether Drift looks all right. Final Fantasy will be big for people who love Final Fantasy, right? Spider-Man is going to be big for people who love Spider-Man, right? Those are very specific targeted audiences. But for people who love playing the game, Aether Drift is like vehicles. That's a little too new for us older players to care, like with vehicles. Right. But, you know, going back to sets with fetch lines like Tarkir, or going to a set like Edge Eternities to figure out what the heck's going on. And with the knowledge you have of the past or how Eldrazi's could be there, and it's a space-themed set, it could be it's going to be interesting. Those two sets are the highlights. Edge of Eternities, I might try to get into more because that's my birth month.
Mm-hmm. But I'm definitely interested in Final Fantasy, Spider-Man, Edge of Eternities. I'm just curious about Tarkir.
Look, all I know by this lineup, other than Aether Drift, this lineup looks like Wizards once he broke.
Of course.
Well, why not?
Right.
If you're stupid enough, in my opinion, if you're stupid enough to spend every cent you have, you kind of deserve it. Mm-hmm. If you got to have it, you got to have it. I understand. Well, I got to have it for my collection. I understand. But if you're gonna be neglectful of your income, your finances, and your only thing that matters to you is getting that hit, that pack,
right?
Then that's on you. If you buy them all out and realize that you found yourself in a homeless shelter next week.
Right. Do not spend your money unwisely. Is the point.
Right.
Right. Kevin G says, honestly, did these make this set make you comfortable with Marvel? One card looks like Iron Man, makes me want to vomit. Well, it depends on your choice of Marvel. I mean, what if they did come on. They probably won't do it because it's probably too edgy. But what if they did a set on the Bible? Wouldn't surprise me if they thought they could make money off it.
Right.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I do remember a trading card game that was based off the Bible once. That was way back when, though, but still.
Right. All I'm saying, if Wizards thinks they could make money off it, they would make it, even if it wasn't.
Yeah, they would.
Even if it wasn't for you.
All right. So there is a TCG that is a biblical-based TCG game.
Mm-hmm.
And it is called Redemption.
That's a cool name for it. It's so cute that Paz thinks it's cool at 8 degrees. I think we might get lucky and get up to 0 degrees by noon in my neck of the woods. That's right.
That's a 14 shaker.
Well, where Cane Shaker and I live, it is like we live in the same state, but across the state from each other. It is -7 right now. Well, that's not the real fill is -12. So it's warmed up. Let's see. Oh my God, MTG Universe is Beyond based on the Torah. That'd be the only set I would buy. Nice. It'd be interesting how things go. I mean, not to get too deep into the Bible, but I read it. There's some pretty messed up things that happen there that might make some good magic.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Anyways, back on track from the chat and chill. Yeah. So we got a really good lineup, and I'm loving it. And I love Tarkir. I love Edge of Eternity. It is. Those, I don't know what's in those sets, but they're sparking my most interest. The two bottom ones that are named. The top row is if he accepts Spider-Man. I want to see what's in Spider-Man. That's why I kept this graphic so I can show out Spider-Man whenever we talk about it.
I am hoping that there is a Venom and Spider-Man.
Oh, there will be.
Carnage too.
Yep. Especially Venom, though.
Getting all the god of the symbiotes.
Imagine having that in the game of God, as magic as God. Well, we have gods of magic, so it's not hard to see. It's hard to imagine. We have plenty of gods.
Yeah. Nico Bolas had that spot once.
Like God Pharaoh.
Yeah.
But like we got the Theros gods, right? We got the Amonkhet god cycle. We got gods and other things. A couple other gods and other sets. Yep. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. So it's not far. There's nothing out of reach for Magic. If they think they can make money on it, like I said, they will do it. If they think they'll make millions, they will do it. They're the Dr. Evils of TCG. You know, I want $1,000. No, $1 billion trillion.
Yeah, and if Wizards could sell a matchstick for $100, they'd do that in a heartbeat.
Well, yeah, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
if I could sell a matchstick for $100, someone must really need that matchstick to buy it for $100.
Oh, yeah. You never know.
I'd probably just give them the matchstick for free. Say, hey, you probably need to eat something if you're gonna need a fire.
I mean that's the way what this is. If they can sell something like that for $100, they're going to do it.
Yeah,
math quality of it too.
I mean, but see, yeah. If they're going to sell it they're going to do it. But the thing is only way they're going to sell it and do it is if somebody's willing to buy it, and somebody is always willing to buy it. Always.
Yep.
Always. Like ketchup. Someone actually will buy ketchup in a white shirt.
Yeah. Well, one reason why they do that, KJ, is because Magic can be like a addiction. Where you go there and see these packs of cards. You gotta get one. You gotta crack that pack, and you get hooked. Then once you get that, you get hooked on it. Then you want to buy more and more and more and keep cracking packs.
Look.
Well, if you want to have that addiction resolved, you can always dial 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yeah,
which is actual real site for people who have a gambling addiction, and what you're describing is a gambling addiction. And I've been seeing that in the Magic community and other communities revolving around trading cards for decades. And that's a problem as well. But back to the original point, if they are always going to sell you something that they know you're going to buy, especially those who
you get a adrenaline rush when you're cracking those packs. That's why people do it.
Well, some people do, yeah.
I have bought boxes.
Of course, it's an adrenaline rush. You want to risk. You risk everything you own to possibly have one thing that's worth money. Of course, that's an adrenaline rush. Of course, that's an adrenaline rush. But
K-Checker says I buy singles. Packs are meant for drafting. Hell yeah!
I agree.
But what I'm saying is, I'm not debating whether or not there's adrenaline rush. What I'm saying is it worth it for you to risk? Is it worth the risk for you to get a box full of jank if you spend $100 on, or how much is it? They're saying that these new booster boxes are going to cost $100 plus more, maybe. And then you end up getting like $80 worth of jank, and you've spent $100. Is that really worth your adrenaline rush?
Right. Well, we did cover a couple days ago, or maybe a week ago, about how Wizards of the Coast is doing a joint effort with a casino company or a company that owns casinos digital games, and they're going to work D&D in the games. So Magic the Gathering is not far off from that. So there are going to be gambling games. Now, if you're going to gamble and have those addictive tendencies, be careful. Keep in mind your finances. Keep your responsibilities in order. That's as simple as it needs to be. Now, Hillbilly, you do not need to explain to KJ, who's a massive collector, impulse buying and addiction.
Right.
My comic book collection proves that, but I also like the thing is the difference between my comic book addiction and a lot of people's blind pack addictions, like these mystery boxes that people are obsessed with nowadays. I have a friend. He really loves his no sponsored, ladies and gentlemen, bespoke pokes. He gets like booze glasses and knives in the mail, and a lot of them are kind of crappy, if you ask me. They're low budget, cheaply made product, but he really loves it, and he will spend bank on these big old mystery boxes just for the thrill of, well, I might get something worthwhile, but you got to ask yourself, is might worth it? At least with my comic book addiction, I see the comic book on the shelf. I know I don't have that issue. I'm filling that issue. I'm not buying blank. I'm not buying like from the manufacturer of the comic book an unknown list of things that are going to be coming out of a package, and that's why I'm saying it's like addiction. That's where I'm describing.
Yeah, that depends on where you go, because I seen mom and pop shops sell mystery comic book collections in paper bags. So find yourself in a good comic, you want a mystery, what you're going to read, buy this, and it's like several comics in a bag that you don't know, and it's very cheap.
That's more of your hometown shop, or your mom and pop shop, and even your branded shops. They're sitting there and they're trying to get rid of backstock. That's different. Right. You realize that you're going to be getting, if you're spending $50 on comic books and a blind box, you're probably going to be getting 100 count of books that are worth about $100. I mean, $100 max. So you're $1 a book in a 100 count box, where you're going to be coming back with at least double, because they're trying to get rid of that product. But with Magic the Gathering being the manufacturer who want you to buy for the draft people, this is mostly people, I think, and I blame the draft people for this, is because the draft people have started the gambling nature of Magic the Gathering. And if you remember back when we were kids and the TCG started becoming popular and whatnot, schools used to, they called this right off the bat, it is gambling. I can't tell you how many times that Kaz would have came home and had his Pokemon cards taken away from him because he was bringing gambling product to school.
All right, let me ask you this. All right, you say there's gambling and everything. Is it bad on me for going and buying a box of Magic cards?
No, it is not. It is actually for you. You are a content creator. Your situation is you're a content creator. Whatever you do, whatever you open up blindly is coming into you as content, and your viewers want to see what you're doing. Also, because you're cracking packs, right? As a content creator, you are supplying your viewer with that ability to have that thrill of gambling without spending their own money on it. They're spending your money on it. That is the content.
No matter how you look at it, gambling still a fun game. It really comes down to the person with addiction, right? And how
absolutely
responsible they are, right?
Absolutely.
So even though I know there's a gambling aspect to Magic the Gathering, it's still a game. Drafting is not not a gamble. It's literally playing card games straight from the pack. The gamble is to get the best card,
But I was describing drafting in the form of like playing like a game like Texas Hold'em poker or something.
No.
And
Yeah.
these drafting games are very much like poker. Now, if, like, say for example, you were to like open up a Las Vegas casino that was themed off of gambling, and we brought this up the other day, right? Gambling on Magic. One of the things that you would probably have is Texas Hold'em style draft games for Magic or something along that line.
How do you even do that? How do you even do that? Mana cost? that like I don't want to shoot you down with your thought process here, but the way Magic would be played in a gambling format would be playing the game with high stakes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Right.
Now there's different ways people play Magic the Gathering that are technically gambling, like pack wars, where they open a pack and who has the best rare with the biggest mana cost wins and stuff like that. There's that. There's other ways people made little gambling games that are fun for the game, that are just little fun ways to play the game that way. Now,
right.
But you're not going to play Texas Hold'em with Magic.
No. I was just using it as an example. Like you'd find a way to bet on each card. There's leave it up to somebody who's a professional gambler to come up with the rules. I'm not a gambler. I personally I personally play with very caution with anything I do, like from any of my collectibles, and I even see my own collection as a gambling risk with because I've lost out. I've spent so much money on comic books and ended up losing my collections and the whole kit and caboodle all over the smallest thing. So like everything I do is a gamble. And I realized that even my comic book collection could risk me if I were to just slip. It could risk me into losing everything. And we, I just ask that people when they do make their choices when it comes to these things, that you spend your money wisely. Remember, it's your collection and it's your game. It is not your life.
Right. Backwoods Collector says, I think cracking packs is gambling. So my wife enjoys the casino. I enjoy cracking packs.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Let me put it this way, though. Is the mindset behind it, right? See, like cracking packs can be a form of gambling if you're going for money, break or lose, right? Which I don't think so. I don't think
I went to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think if you're going to buy packs, you're buying the pack as a product, and whatever you get out of it is what's good, right?
And I'm not trying to say that it is gambling at all. I was just comparing it to the obsessive compulsive disorder of the mental stamina, a stigma of having to have that mystery that's in the pack. Going back to that is the gamble. And if that's an obsessive compulsive aspect of your life, that you have to have that mystery, you have to have that rush from finding out if you just lost $5 or if you just made $50 by cracking a pack.
But you're talking in extremes here. Like I've seen both sides of the extremes of Magic and gambling addictive behaviors, where I've seen someone spend their whole monthly check on Magic product and couldn't pay their bills, got kicked out. I've seen someone get divorced, and so I've seen divorced, kicked out from his family, and homeless. I've seen the extremes of what can happen. Right? That's why tell people to spend wisely, think about your responsibilities.
Right.
So like you can't just focus on the extremes and just talk about it as if it were the extremes. You got to talk about it reasonably, bring in the responsibility of it and let people know it is the extremes. You can't just talk about the extremes and saying this is how it is.
Right. I'm just looking at the direction that would go. Now assuming that you do bring it into a gambling forum. Now, I was referencing Pokemon earlier regarding the situation where children constantly are having their Pokemon cards taken away at school. Now, I had my toys taken away at school all the time because I was causing a disruption in class and whatnot. But the fact of the matter is the reason why they're taking away kids' TCG cards at the schools nowadays is because they're considered in the schools gambling product. Now, if you add that stigma to the TCG, that's going to make it even worse for the TCG market itself when it comes down to who their age bracket is on who they market their stuff for. Right now, their Magic the Gathering is being marketed towards a 13+ crowd. And if you add a gambling aspect to that, it's going to put a dark cloud over a product that they're trying to sell to everybody.
Look.
Well, Wizards did have a mechanic at one time that was considered gambling. It was called ante. But they got rid of that. And ante is where you put up a card. You and whoever you're playing against, you put up a card. Whoever wins the game gets both cards.
Look.
Now, like that, it was considered gambling. But other than that, it's not.
There's one thing you're both neglecting in this entire to even make it worth noting. It ain't just kids, because it was kids when they came out, but now they're adults who are buying kid toys with adult money. Yep. And even at Costco the other day when they came out with the special Pokemon, got bombarded by collectors and sellers and people who were going crazy over these Pokemon things. Right? Mm-hmm. It's not the companies making it gambling. It's the customer base. So don't blame the company for the gambling aspect. Blame the customer base for making it gambling.
No, I'm not blaming the company for the gambling aspect. I blame the company for encouraging the mentality of the gambling aspect.
But it's not the company's fault. They can't be liable for that. It's the liable of the customer. Right? No, it's like you go to a comic book shop.
You're right.
You buy a comic.
It's not the company's
comic. It's not the comic book shop.
That's why originally I said, if you end up in a situation where you're divorced or you're homeless or you spent your stuff, that's on you. I prefaced that the beginning of my statement with that. And and I said, I laugh at you because of it. And I said that.
But
Chat, did I not say that?
Look, you can't the company for the marketing techniques that proven to sell. Right.
I absolutely can, though. You can, because it's 50%. Like, you are half. It takes two to tango, right? So if I'm going to sit there and I'm going to be a bartender, I'm not going to make money if you're not drinking. I'm going to encourage you to be an alcoholic. So much, in fact, that I'm going to hire DJs to shout out drink specials and constantly make you want to drink. I'm going to constantly sit there and, as a person who's trying to sell you the product, I'm going to do everything it takes for you to buy the product. Right. Wizards of the Coast is doing that right now.
I get what you're saying. You're what you're doing is splitting hairs at this point, because it sells. I mean, you're going to do everything to sell that catch up, right? But it's not your fault it's not your responsibility what people do when they buy the catch up.
Right.
You know, you made it for fries. People are putting in mac and cheese.
Yep.
You know, like it's like you're going into the extremes of it, and I see where you're headed. Like it's viable. Like, it's viable thinking, but you're splitting hairs at this point, you know, because Wizards know they have a product that sells well. They learn the marketing techniques, and they're selling on based off the nostalgia or the things people love, right? You know, but you know, their point is to make and sell the product, right? And
right. Their point is to make and sell the product. And so if I'm going to sell the product, I'm going to sell the product in any way possible. And that would be encouraging your addictions.
I got this imagination that KJ goes down the street in a trench coat, sees some guy walking down the street and flips open his trench coat and says, "Hey, want to buy a pack of Magic? I got comics up here."
Somebody put that in some fan art and make that for me. But no, I see absolutely where that goes. And, you know, I just worry for the future of the product because of the mentality. Because if we sit there and we let our addictions go through, and we let the companies that produce our things that we're addicted to dictate the direction that we go because of prices and whatnot. This really rolls back into a lot of stuff we've been covering the last couple of weeks, especially with the price raises, potentially making booster boxes have less cards in a pack. This whole thing comes down to how we're going to market to people who are going to buy our product. Ultimately, in the long run, they're going to buy the product. How do we make them buy it again?
Right, but the only thing we can do as a group of people is give the power of the suggestion to be responsible. Think of your finances, think of your life, all that kind of stuff. We can't control what the company does, and we can't control the marketing.
Right.
But we can control is ourselves, and hopefully help others do the same.
Yep.
Because there's a difference between enjoying a game, having fun with a game, and being addicted to a game.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between enjoyment and going to the extreme. Yep. Some people I knew one person who $10 on buying a little thick lighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some people do have addictions. That's why I take it seriously. That addictive behaviors, are thought of, right? Now, however you think of gambling, there's a lot of touchy subjects and things to say about gambling.
Yep.
Right? Because some people have experiences with it, good and bad, and sometimes in the extremes. There are people who don't know when to quit, and there are people who are wiser for the better.
Mm-hmm.
And the same is true with Magic. Now, it's a sad situation if someone just keeps buying cards and buy themselves out of life because they buy too many cards. We don't promote that here. We promote responsibility. Right? We are
yes, and I'm not shaming people when I say that it's on you. By the way, I'm not trying to shame people. I do get enjoyment out of seeing people fail on that kind of scenario, and it also hurts me at the same time. But I not trying to be that guy, but at the same time, I do realize that we are consumers, and we are going to be looking at things the way we look at it as consumers. And then I look at it and it's like, we are the consumer. We don't have the power that we think we have.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is a true story. Kenny Shaker says, "Hey, Backwoods, I have Magic cards, and my wife works for a casino."
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
But still. I know. I see where the extremes go. You can't get to the extremes all the time, but we need to relax. Kind of funny, kind of weird. Yep. I didn't mean to highlight that, but it popped up. but what really matters, like if you're a good friend, you'll let people know, what they should think about,
right.
Like you can't control what a person does in their life, but you do want to help them out and let them know your thoughts, because sometimes people need that swift kick in the butt, and sometimes people just need a little bit of advice, however it goes.
I'll take both.
Right? Sometimes that's what we need,
Yeah.
Like we said before, the truth, no matter what it is not always pretty, does not always feel good. If it's true, doesn't mean you're going to like it. Sometimes the truth is everything you don't want. Hell, I've been wrong on a piece of information for years, and one day the opposite of the truth is, like what the opposite of that fact is it's really this. I've had to accept the truth and rely on that fact. It's as stupid as knowing the right side of a toilet paper, which way goes in the roll. The manufacturer says toilet paper flap goes outside. That's the copyrighted materials. Not
the manufacturer does not own cats.
That's right.
The manufacturer of toilet paper does not own cats. So obviously the manufacturer of the toilet paper is wrong. The toilet paper goes on the inside.
Hey, the toilet paper is a cat toy.
Yep.
If you leave the door open.
Yep.
But my point is, because that was just kind of being funny with the toilet paper thing. But the fact is, there's a right way and a wrong way, right? And we're not always happy to it. But we're going to always learn, and we're going to always evolve.
Oh yeah.
And our opinions can be stubborn, but our opinions are subject to change based on how we feel, based on how we learn, what we know. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe your favorite car is a Cadillac, right? But later on, it's a Mustang. You know,
Yep.
That's how it works. You know, I know it's a weird comparison, but like with Magic, you know, maybe it's a fun game, but maybe the game's too much fun if you're being irresponsible. You know, but a responsible person will think about their livelihood first, and it's always good to help people think. Like there's sometimes someone would be buying something, like when I was single and stuff, someone would buy something and I'd be like, can you afford that? I ask them, can you afford that? Is it taken away from your groceries? Is it accessible? Those questions. It's kind of be funny. But at the same time, I known people who ruined their life buying Magic. I knew a guy who bought 6 boxes of Magic cards to open a Planeswalker. Right? Booster boxes. That's $600. Spent his monthly income on Magic cards.
Man, I wish I had 600.
Mm-hmm.
That's $600 extra dollars, so I don't go into my money.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All I'm saying is I've seen the worst. I believe we all seen the worst of certain subjects, and I know it can be touchy because sometimes it hits personal level.
Mm-hmm.
But there are 3 things in 2 words that stops one button, right? And if you don't know what I just did,
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. So it's lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
whew, that conversation went darker than I was hoping to get into.
Yeah, it did.
So we're gonna get into the shill section, the thrill section. We're gonna start shilling ourselves out. I know I can tell Mugenfool's here, so we're gonna start with Mugenfool.
Sounds good to me. I might actually stream if I get some time today. So hopefully, after my game gets done downloading now, hopefully
Nice.
I'll be able to stream.
Nice. Check him out. Check him out. We're gonna roll from Mugenfool to Hellwheeler.
Hey, it's a Tuesday! So there is a new Pokemon upload. Got hold of some Lost Origin packs. I always like trying to get the older packs. I know that one's not that old. But when you've been getting like the most recently released sort of stuff, it's old. And tonight is Simulation Tuesday. If you are part of my Discord, there is a poll currently going. So you can help me choose between which of the 2 games to play. Other than that, yeah, I'm sure Dan can let everyone know what happens on Wednesdays.
Woo-hoo. Happens on Wednesdays. Roll over to KJ.
All right, I took time to write the script, so bear with me. Lorem ipsum dolorum unum. Thank you.
I can't remember what movie that's from, but that's funny.
It's from like every Microsoft template from Windows 95. No, really though. Wednesdays, procrastinate across the ocean with Jesse Hellwheeler and myself. Mondays, procrastinate in Procrasticraft with Minecraft with Jesse Hellwheeler, myself, Star Coffee, sometimes Kaz, sometimes Salmonella, and a whole bunch of other people. So make sure you join us on Mondays for that. 6 Central. All our shows have returned to the 6 Central time slot with Jesse and I. So make sure that 6 p.m. Central, you join Jesse and myself for Procrastinating Games and Procrastinating Across the Oceans. Also, coming soon, Jesse, myself, and you guys, along with our future host for our future dungeon master, Salmonella, will be doing some Dungeons and Dragons games, which we're going to be a whole lot of role play. It's going to probably be once, maybe twice a month. Watch, listen. We will tell you when we start soon. Remember these 4 words: lorem ipsum dolorem unum. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Dang-legged KJ, you made me disappear. Dang-legged. There I am. Alrighty. My channel is at 752 subs. Ooh, that's all. That's awesome. That's great. But let's get everybody else up like that too. Let's help Tortoise get up to 752. Let's get them up to 1,000. Let's get my channel up to 1,000. Let's help everybody get up to 1,000. And all you got to do is show some interaction in the channel, such as hitting that like button, commenting, and if you ain't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Anyway, I will be doing a short stream after this. I'll be going over some spoilers. Then at 2 o'clock, around 2 o'clock, I will be doing another viewer battle day. Today's Tuesday, so it's time for me to play against my viewers. So if you want to play standard game against me in arena, come on by and you can play me in a game of arena. That's today. That's all I got to do today. All I have to shoot.
Nice. Man, this is Super Fast Tortoise. Today's Tuesday. Another day where I hang out with the wife and have fun doing stuff with the wife and stuff. Yeah. Hope you guys can relax, chillax, stretch your arms. We'll see you tomorrow morning, right? Have a good day. Yeah. Right? But I want to thank everybody for being here today, having a good conversation, not all chillax and relax and chat and chill. I want to thank you, Kane Shaker, for being here. It's been a while since you spoke up in chat. I'm happy to be here. I want to thank everybody in chat for being here and keeping the chat lively. You guys rock. You guys rule. And I'll remind you all that you are loved. Someone's thinking about you. And if you can, brighten someone's day up a little, just a little, you might be the change someone needs today. So let's check it out and have a good night.
I totally want to thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, 100%. Like this video as if it's your favorite kind of pizza, dude. And if you wouldn't mind, consider smashing that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. Every one of these things you do helps the channel out a lot.
The moves, the strategies, and the flair. Super fast tortoise is running the show. The